And here we are for Delta Force, the best builds for each class. What's up troopers, my name is Neon and welcome to a brand new video. We are going over the best weapons for each class, and I actually do say top 5, and that might confuse some of you guys because there is only 4 classes. The reason why I said top 5 is because I want to also add my bonus class. So let's go and start it off and go and tell you guys what are the best weapons you need to be using for each class. Starting off on the first class, this is the assault one, and I am playing D-Wolf, and we are using the M4A1 with the G18, then we're using our melee knife, and then of course we're using the healing syringe. But let's go and show you guys the full setup for this weapon. This one is all about stealthiness, man. This is what I love about this build the most, is because of how stealthy it can really be. We are going with the thermal sight. It's a really good sight. Honestly, it's perfect when it comes to visibility. All of this here is control, so make sure you go and select control. After you've done control, you're going to be using your laser sight. It's really up to you which side you want to use it. Then comes the barrel. We're using the long barrel combo. Don't worry guys, I will show you the calibrations. And the range of muzzle velocity is what you're going to be using, because the range of muzzle velocity is an increased amount, and that's what I love. Also control, look at that man, too good. I'm using the M7 suppressor, and then after that I'm going to use this foregrip here, the vertical foregrip, perfect when it comes to increasing your ADS speed. After you've done that, I'm using a 45 round magazine with your mag mount, and this is the grip I'm using, the AR heavy grip. Once you've done that, you get yourself a grip mount, and I use the balanced grip base. You're going to be using your elite light stock. The reason why I use elite light stock is to increase ADS movement speed. And that is everything when it comes to the full setup. Now we move ourselves over to the calibrations. This is what optics looking like. Then we move over to barrel. This is how barrel is. And then there's foregrip. And then we move ourselves to the rear grip, and then here we are for stock. And that is the full setup for the M4A1, an insane gun. It really is. It's way too good, man, and I want you guys to use it. So please feel free to look in the description below or the pinned comment for this weapon code. And now let's go move ourselves over to class number 2, and this is the support side. Here we are on the support side. I'm using Stinger with the MP7, then the G18, melee knife, and then the ammo crate. This is honestly a really good combo, as Stinger is already a healing person as it is with the syringe pistol. Using ammo crate, you can really farm with it. Bunch of XP. And this is my weapon of choice, the MP7. It's an SMG, but wow, what a laser beam of a weapon. We're using the Cobra accuracy sight. You're going to be using your laser sight. Then you're going to be using a long barrel combo, honestly the same way how it was for the M4. Range and muzzle velocity increase with the control. Make sure you use control your pouches, and then muzzle, we're using the horizontal compensator. Let me go and show the recoil pattern. Look at that, man. It has a little bit of a wiggle, but honestly that is pretty tight, and I'm honestly happy with that. 87 control is pretty nasty. When it comes to foregrip, I'm using the combat grip. Then we're using a 45 round magazine with a mag mount. And then this is the rear grip I'm using, the balanced rear grip. And then I'm going with elite light stock. Honestly, you can switch around and use a different one to increase the ADS speed. I think there is another one. Yeah, this one here increased the ADS speed a lot. But this is the thing, you lose like control and stability. So it's a personal preference, but for me personally, I like the elite light stock. And that's the full setup for the MP7. Now let's go and move ourselves over to the stats of the calibrations. Here we are on the calibration side. This is why I have it on. Then we got the barrel. Then after that we got the foregrip. And then here we are for rear grip. And the last one is our stock. And there we go. That is the full setup for the MP7 on the support side. Here we are on the engineer side. The operator I'm using is Shepherd. We are using the AUG assault rifle with the 357 revolver. This is literally a custom revolver, looks like a sniper rifle. Then we're using our melee knife with the AT4 launcher. This is honestly a really good class to be using, especially if you are playing King of the Hill. You're going to take down so many vehicles. Now let's go show you guys the full setup for the AUG. Here is the AUG setup. What we're going with is this reflex sight here. Honestly, a really good recoil pattern for this gun. But then we are going to add stability, but honestly, I don't know if we really need to add stability. Let's go handling. I think handling is going to be a good choice. And then same as down here, you're going to be going increasing handling, and then going to go all the way down, going to add more handling. Yeah, we're going down to handling there too. And there we go. We got full handling. That's really important to increase the ADS speed. Once we've done all that, we're going to be using our long barrel. Use the horizontal compensator. Then this is the foregrip we're using for the increased ADS speed. I'm using the 60 round drum mag as that's the only one you can use. Make sure you go use your stock pad, and then when it comes to my check pad, we're going to be using that as well. Honestly, the AUG is a really simple build, but extremely deadly and really good when it comes to its recoil pattern. Now that is the full setup for you guys, we're going to move ourselves over to the calibrations. There we go, we'll have it like that. And then when it comes to barrel, yep, barrel is completely perfect. Same as foregrip, and then that's the check pad. And then that is the stock, and that's the full setup for the AUG. Please make sure to go in the description below or the pinned comment to grab the weapon codes. Now let's go move ourselves over to weapon number 4. This is the recon side. There is multiple weapons you can honestly use. I would say just for honorable mention, the SG502 and the PTR are incredible weapons. But the weapon we're actually talking about is a pretty good class to be using, especially on the recon side, and that is the CAR-15. You might be a little bit confused considering that the CAR-15 is a beginner weapon, but using the class of Luna on the recon side is extremely important because of all that spotting. Make sure you use your G18 with your knife, and then you're going to be using your spawn beacon. Spawn beacon is going to be insanely good when it comes to your flanks. So here is the setup for the CAR-15. We are going for the accuracy sight. Once you've done all of that, you're going to be adding all handling here, okay? This is going to increase the ADS speed. You're going to be going to your barrel. We're going to be using the long barrel combo. Honestly, out of all the barrels, the long barrel combo is probably the most important barrel to be using because of that range of muzzle velocity. It's just nothing else better than this. Make sure you use your Cobra grip for the horizontal and vertical accuracy. You're going to be using a 45 round extended magazine with your mag mount. Same way, I love to use the AR heavy grip because I keep getting this grip mount, the balanced grip base. I love using it. After that, it's up to your personal preference, but I love going for the elite-like stock. Of course, I did show you other stocks too, but increase the ADS speed. But with this one, you don't get that many stocks at all. So I just felt like the elite-like stock was the perfect choice. And that's the full setup. Now we're going to move ourselves over to the calibrations. Here we are for the optic sight. Feel free to copy that. Then comes the barrel, then foregrip, and here is rear grip, and the last one is the stock. And that is the full setup for the recon side, the CAR-15. Now I'm going to be showing guys the bonus class. The bonus class is the assault class, my most used class in this game, and there is one weapon what I've been using a lot recently, and we're going to go into rifles, and we're going to scroll all the way down, and we're going to find the K437. This is the newest assault rifle what just came out into the game, but dude, this gun is absolutely a beast, incredible when it comes to this TTK. And I'm going to be showing you guys off how I build this weapon. So we're going to go to modify. This is the sight I'm using, the accuracy sight. Up to you if you want to change it. All these pouches here, they are all control. Comes to barrel, same way, long barrel combo. Then we're using a horizontal compensator, really good. This is what's going to tighten up your rounds. Then this is the grip I'm actually using. I'm going for full vertical for this one. I'm just taking away the horizontal and just a small little bit of handling. But honestly, because this gun hits so fast and it has a really high rate of fire, I need to work on that vertical as well. Once I've done that, I'm using the drum mag. Then this is the grip I'm using because the increased handling for the higher ADS speed. After all of that, this is the stock I'm using, the shadow stock. And honestly, this is a pretty dope one. It's the same way as the elite-like stock when it comes to ADS movement speed, but a high increase of handling. Honestly, guys, this is a great weapon. You're going to love the calibrations too. This is the optic sight. And then we'll move over to barrel. And then here is the foregrip. And then there's the rear grip. And then there's the stock. But honestly, just looking at the stats here, I actually do want to increase the muzzle velocity just by a little bit. I'm just going to put it into the middle, and that right there is pretty good build. I'm honestly happy with that. There we go, troopers. That is the last build of this video, and that is the K37. Honestly, troopers, you are all gonna love these weapon builds. Extremely good, and you guys are gonna have a blast with it. Make sure to look in the description below or the pinned comment to get your perfect weapon builds. Appreciate listening to me talk. If you did enjoy the video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the battlefield. You ain't good, mate. Oh, gotta get a reload. Oh my goodness, dude, this is an insane streak. Get off me! I'm unstoppable. Absolutely unstoppable.